Have you ever noticed? Some people seem to make extraordinary progress over time, not because they work harder than everyone else every single day, not because they possess some secret advantage, but because they understand something that most people underestimate: the power of compounding. They understand that small actions, repeated consistently over time, can eventually create results that seem impossible in the beginning. And that way of thinking changes how they approach almost everything in life. Today, we're breaking down the psychology of people who understand the power of compounding and why their mindset often leads to long-term success. 1. They respect small beginnings. Most people want visible results immediately. They want to see progress quickly. They want proof that their effort is working. And when that proof doesn't appear fast enough, they become discouraged and give up. But people who understand compounding think differently. They know that the first step rarely looks impressive. The first workout doesn't transform a body. The first book doesn't create expertise. The first video doesn't build an audience. Yet they continue anyway, because they understand that every meaningful outcome begins as something small, almost invisible, before it becomes impossible to ignore. 2. They focus more on repetition than intensity. Many people become obsessed with doing something perfectly. They try to work harder, push harder, move faster, but those bursts of effort rarely last. People who understand compounding place their attention somewhere else. They focus on repetition. Instead of asking, "How much can I do today?" they ask, "Can I continue doing this tomorrow?" Because they know that sustainable effort, repeated consistently over months and years, often leads to better results than short bursts of motivation that don't last. 3. They think beyond immediate rewards. One reason many people struggle with consistency is because the rewards are delayed. The effort happens today, but the result may not appear for weeks, months, or even years. That gap causes many people to lose patience. People who understand compounding are comfortable with that delay. They don't need immediate validation every time they take action. They trust that each small investment is adding something valuable, even when the progress cannot yet be measured. And that patience allows them to keep moving while others stop. 4. They understand that small choices shape identity. Most people think success comes from a few major decisions. But people who understand compounding recognize that life is usually shaped by countless small choices made repeatedly over time. Reading a few pages every day, saving a little money consistently, learning one new skill at a time, speaking a little more confidently. None of these actions seem life-changing in the moment, but over time, they begin shaping identity. And once identity changes, behavior becomes easier to maintain because it starts feeling natural rather than forced. 5. They stay consistent even when progress feels invisible. Perhaps the biggest difference is that they keep going when results are still invisible. This is where most people quit. They look at the effort. They look at the lack of immediate progress, and they assume nothing is happening. But people who understand compounding know that growth often happens beneath the surface long before it becomes visible. Just because progress cannot be seen today doesn't mean it isn't happening. So they continue, day after day, week after week, month after month, until one day, the results that seemed impossible suddenly become obvious to everyone around them. The power of compounding is not just a financial principle. It's a psychological one. It changes the way people think about effort, patience, and success. Because the people who achieve remarkable results are rarely the ones searching for shortcuts. More often, they are the ones willing to make small improvements consistently while everyone else is waiting for something dramatic to happen. And in the end, those small actions become powerful outcomes, not because they were extraordinary on their own, but because they were repeated long enough to matter.